time.
Who are these socials?
Taking down the other podcasts one by one.
Who are these socials?
That clip is why people make fun of you.
With Carl
This is all just for the radio.
and Blind Mike.
We have a lot of business to take care of.
Who are these
We are
socials?
the number one podcast on the internet today.
WATS.
Welcome to yet another episode of WATS, the show thousands of people come to answer the age-old question, what's the deal with social media? This is the only show about social media that is less addictive than social media. I'm your host, Carl. With me, as always, is Blind Mike Gary. What's up, Mike?
I thought this was This Little Piggy. That's the only reason I'm here.
Oh, shit. That's how I got you to do the show today. Mike actually quit Who Are These Socials weeks ago.
Yeah, I'd never come back.
So I devised a plan
Joe.
to hook him back in. You know, there are rumors going around that I'm changing my last name to Moandez and that I won't read your super chats. The latter is simply not true. I will read every super chat that comes in. We appreciate your support this holiday season. And of course, you can take advantage of the super tip system by going over to supertip.gg/WATP. If you haven't tried it, now's a good time to give that a go. Supertip.gg/WATP. Participate in the show and support us at the same time. Now, Mike, the way we started off this program, very different than most podcasts. We have a little thing that we like to call a banter.
Carl and Blind Mike gonna talk about what they like. They're gonna chew the shit, as it's been said. And you know when you get to this part of the show, well, it's time for the banter. 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 All right.
That's right. That's a Spinal Tap song right there for our banter portion of the show. And of course, I play that because the great Rob Reiner. This has happened actually since our last episode. We've been off for a couple weeks.
Yeah, crazy.
Rob Reiner was murdered by his son, Nick, allegedly.
Jesus. Poor Rob Reiner.
And I bring it up on this show because we talk about social media and our President Trump's wild post on Truth Social.
It's the first time I was actually like one of these pearl clutching.
You're like, Donald, no. Wow.
It's the first time I was like, all right, that's uncalled for. Don.
No one wanted to slap the phone out of his hand while he's typing this shit. Let me read it to you if you don't know what I'm talking about. Donald Trump went to his Truth Social network and wrote, a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS.
The beautiful thing about Trump, though, is like he will slip in. He's like, he was once very talented. He was one. I'll give him that. You got to.
Harry Met Sally's great. We love it. Everyone loves it.
And then it was even crazier because that's the type of tweet you see with Trump where you're like, oh, it's probably AI. It's probably fake or whatever.
Right.
And then I saw he did like a press conference later that day and like tripled down.
Yeah.
He's like, he was out of his mind, that guy. It probably killed him.
He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession with President Donald J. Trump, third person, always good, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. So apparently, he died because Donald Trump was doing such a great job as the president of the United States.
Well, Donald might be right about one thing. I don't know what the investigation is showing, but he did drive one guy particularly crazy.
He did, yes.
So maybe Donald's onto something. I don't know.
I didn't realize he was a coroner now, too. I didn't realize that he was going to let us know the cause of death.
First TDS death.
That's another one. Go figure. If people weren't following, I will say Rob Reiner did lose his mind over the Trump stuff.
Yeah. He was particularly bad on Twitter, I believe.
Yeah, it got pretty fucking crazy. He seemed to be pretty consumed with it. But when someone's murdered by getting their throat slashed, it's oftentimes not because of your political beliefs.
Right. It's not the day to be like, boy, he was nutty. You know, like if woke dad dies, we'll give it a day or two. You know. Right.
We'll have a little tribute.
Yeah.
It'll be tasteful.
Yeah, like we did with Keith Open.
Donald couldn't help himself.
Yeah.
He had to take a victory lap on the dude's grave immediately.
In a weird way, you kind of respect it because the last thing it is phony.
Right.
You can't accuse him of being a phony.
That's a good point. I always say I hate when you see celebrities being interviewed on these shows when they show up with their publicist. Nothing interesting is going to be said. They've been coached. Right. They know what they're allowed to say. This is the most powerful man in the world. A man should be being coached by publicists nonstop. Like, think about Barack Obama. No one even knew he had a stutter. Like the way that he was curated for television.
Right.
And then you see, he smoked cigarettes. That was like a big deal. Like, do you know this guy smokes cigarettes? Like, whoa, not Barack Obama. That's crazy. Donald Trump just goes right on social media. Just goes, I'm a giant piece of shit. It doesn't give a fuck.
This is one of those stories. This might be old, but I just learned about it. And it's one of those stories that you assume is probably AI, but I believe this is real. Trump put new plaques up under all the president's photos in the White House.
Yeah.
With his version of their literally, this is not an exaggeration. It says Sleepy Joe Biden is the worst president this country has ever seen. And I think Clinton's was Bill Clinton was the 42nd president of the United States, and his wife Hillary lost to Donald Trump in 2016.
It's literally like something that Trey Parker would come up with for Donald's character in South Park to do. But Donald's actually doing it himself. It's hilarious. So that was posted on Truth Social. I wanted to point that out. Another thing I want to point out, we just had Christmas come and go. And I don't know about you, Mike, but I am all Gary Busey'd out. Well, I get it. I get it. Gary Busey's crazy and doing some crazy shit, but everyone's sending me, even Opie's playing the Gary Busey stuff.
Oh, yes.
It's too much. So
well, it's one of those things where the first time you hear, when you hear Gary Busey do the float is feeling light on air today or whatever the fuck, you're like, oh, this guy's batshit. But then it gets old. There's not an evolution of the craziness. That's why you got to tip your cap to a lot of the guys we cover. There's always a new wrinkle.
That's true. I'll tease this. John Cerasani's trying out a new character today.
He sure is.
That's exciting.
There's good Cerasani stuff today.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. But the last thing I wanted to touch base with you on is my buddy Adam Bush and Christian Blatt both went out to see Bill Burr last week at a theater. Did you hear Adam's reporting back on that on WTP yesterday?
I have not yet. I actually started. I haven't gotten to them talking the show. I started the clip, and you guys were talking about just this podcast.
Okay, so I guess it wasn't yesterday. I guess on Christmas Eve we recorded. I'm still getting screwed up what day it is.
Yeah.
So a special day today for Who Are These Socials on a Friday. So yeah, Adam has been following the Bill Burr podcast for a few weeks now, maybe a couple months, ever since the Riyadh Comedy Festival debacle, and it's shocking how Bill Burr will say something that's kind of a nothing burger, and then he'll just start laughing to himself maniacally. Like he's like he's got this whole thing. And Adam figured something out. He had this epiphany about what Bill Burr is up to, and it's pretty amazing. He believes that Bill Burr is doing a podcast for one person. And no, it's not Bill Burr. It's his wife.
A lot of people say that. I got to say, I've also analyzed Bill Burr's podcast lately. And one thing I try to avoid is criticizing him for how mundane the podcast is, because I think he's just not as funny as he used to be. But if you go back 10 years ago when the podcast was super popular, that is still what it was. It was him being like, he's telling you what he had for breakfast. And eventually he would stumble into a rant. He would just talk about the game he watched the night before. And he would stumble into a rant, and that's kind of how he would develop material.
Yes.
So now it's just he's just not as prolific or interesting as he used to be. But that is what he's always done, is just those nonsensical rants about everyday life.
So Mike, I understand that part, but what you're not understanding is the recent evolution of the show. Bill has cured himself of anger issues. Did you know that?
I know that. I listened to him with he was on with Dion Cole.
Okay.
And the interview wasn't particularly interesting, but he did tell Dion basically that he's cured himself with it's a little Howard Stern-y, the way he's talking.
It's very Howard Stern-y.
Yeah.
He's talking about he's gone 3 weeks without having his temper be an issue. He hasn't raised his voice. He's calm. He's great with the kids. And all of these things he's saying is because These are the arguments he gets with his nagging wife, and he's trying to quell that. And he's going, look it, I'm going to therapy. He didn't want to go to therapy. He was forced to go to therapy. So he's going, up. I went to therapy, and I'm cured. I got it all figured out because Adam saw him do stand-up, and he comes out and rages at his wife. He's like, the wife doesn't listen to his stand-up, but does listen to the podcast. So the podcast is curated for the wife to be like, see, I'm doing better. I'm great. And then the stand-up is like, fuck that bitch. I want to murder her. He's like, he goes, it's crazy. I finally figured out what the podcast is. It's to keep his wife at bay and to please her. So he can go out and do all the shit he wants to do on stand-up.
That's interesting because his Hulu special kind of leaned the other way and was talking about how he has changed and evolved and he's not as angry as he used to be. So it's interesting that he's maybe reverting back to, I don't know if Adam saw him prior to the Riyadh, in between his last special and the Riyadh stuff. I'm assuming not. I'd be curious if all this Riyadh stuff inspired him to be like, all right, I need to bring old Billy Anger back.
Yeah. It's very, very possible. But anyway, check that out. It's a segment on Who Are These Podcasts. It's also up on our YouTube channel. I put up a clip of that, and it's very enlightening. Christian Black came on too to talk about the experience. It's very revealing what we find out about Bill, and I believe I have a new understanding of what his podcast is and why it exists and why it sucks so bad.
That's interesting.
It is.
Listen to Adam's theory.
It's fun. All right, so we're gonna play a game, Guess the Sound. Before we do that, I want to thank people who are here supporting us.
Yay, super chats.
Bugle Me This coming in on supertip.gg/WATP. And he says, Merry Christmas, Carl. Well, Merry Christmas, Bugle Me This. Yeah. Thank you for the $10. We very much appreciate that. And Dame Taft coming in.
Fat Mike, have you ever thrown away a donut?
Not a particularly big donut guy. That's not my go-to.
I'm with you on that.
More of a breakfast sandwich.
Ooh, breakfast sandwich all day over a donut. Miles Comer says, woo! Remember for 3 months. Thank you very much. Stuttering Coke Jaw says, when is WTP playing more Stephanie Miller tapes? You know, it's funny you say that, Stuttering Coke Jaw. I was thinking about that today as we're nearing the end of John yet again. December 31st will be his last show. And then get caught up on some of the Stephanie Miller and some of the other archive stuff that we've been sitting on.
Show.
Yeah. He's retiring again. Taking his ball.
It gets easier every time.
It really does. This new thing where John's youngest changed his last name to his stepdad's name. Did you hear about that?
Well, very, very much so. I heard Ava go on this rant.
Yeah.
Lost her mind.
Yeah.
And then I saw Tukey was live and I popped over there. I go, Tukey, what did you do? And he's like, what? Like, he didn't know what I was talking. And then he's like, oh, I guess she's mad that I said John's kid changed his name. The reaction that Ava had didn't line up with what Tukey said. It didn't seem to me.
No, I know. It was crazy. Ava is a cry bully. Ava is a weirdo. Got a lot of issues, obviously. I'm annoyed because Ava called me out and said that she wanted to debate me. And I reached out and said, yeah. And I gave her a time and she never responded to me. So
did you ever get that $50?
Nope. I haven't got the $50 or a chance to talk to her yet. I know. It's kind of disappointing. Little $5 says, like my new avatar, Carl. It's a tribute to my favorite clubfoot of all time. Mike eats pork chops for breakfast when there is a full moon.
Also not a pork chop guy, really.
Yeah, me neither. They're dry. They're not that interesting.
Yeah.
Not against pork, but a pork chop, not interested in. But no, I don't like your new avatar. I don't need my face staring at me when I'm doing my show. Georgie Kid says, only here for the banter. Well, then you are dismissed, my friend.
You're relieved of your duties.
You're relieved of your duties because it is time to guess the sound.
Can Mike guess the sound from this clip that Carl has found?
All right, we're going to start off a little bit silly. But this one comes in from Mish in the Discord server. And he thinks you might have an unfair advantage at this one because of what's happening in it. And like I always do, I'm going to play the sound. No one can see it except for me. And Michael will have 2 yes or no questions for me that I'll answer. And then I'll pull it up on the screen for everyone to see. So you can play along if you're watching or if you're listening at home. Mike, guess the sound.
Huh. I might have this. Well, I guess I'll ask my questions.
Yes, please.
Is the man in the video blindfolded?
Close.
Okay.
What I'll say kind of yes.
Okay.
If that helps.
Is he mobile? Is he navigating around?
He's not. He's sitting.
Interesting. All right, let me hear it again then.
All right. So I'm going to pop this up on the screen so that everybody can watch along. Rafer Bud had it right in the comments section.
Is it some kind of is this man watching something horrifying on like those meta glasses or like an Oculus?
Okay. I like that. So close. I'm gonna give you partial credit. This is a blind man reading a scary book in Braille.
I will say, I think you gave me too much of a hint when you said that I might know. That was in my head a little bit. So I knew maybe there was a guy navigating around or something.
Yeah, it was a little silly. Okay. The guy's like, oh, Michael definitely know this one. I'm sure you've read a lot of scary books in Braille. You don't even want to put your fingers on the next page. Like, ugh.
They didn't give me any of those in blind school.
No.
They didn't spook me too much.
Okay. All right, here's the real Guess the Sound. And what the hell? I'll play another stinger for it.
Carl say, Mike, hey, guess the sound. Is it girls farting or cute bunny rabbits snoring?
This one comes in from the Hebrew Hammer in our Discord. And Mike, guess the sound. Like, guess the sound.
Is it a deaf person trying to sing?
It is. You're supposed to ask a yes or no question, but
it
is. Okay, it is, but there's something specific about this deaf person trying to sing.
Okay.
So, do you have another question? No, it's not Sir John eating Abba's asshole. I'm looking at the comments. That's not it.
Is it? I don't know. What is the? Are they in a crowd? A big crowd?
Oh, they're performing in front of a crowd and they're being interviewed after.
Okay.
So, all right, listen again and see if you can figure out what makes this specific deaf singer different than most.
Okay. Are they deaf and mentally challenged?
You know what? I'm going to give you a yes on that one. This is a trans woman from Brazil who's a deaf singer.
You know what? This might be like the first video we ever played on the show.
It did seem familiar to me.
Yeah, or I don't know if this person's still at it, so it might be a new video. But I remember like early on, this was I think Craig actually showed me this, and so it was my head when I heard the show. Yeah,
it did look familiar, but I just thought it was fun. So
yes.
Great job on.
I could cheat a little bit then, if that's
no. You get full credit on Guess the Sound this week. You said mentally ill deaf person trying to sing, so you nailed it.
Yeah,
well done. Let's head over to Twitter.
Look at this tweet now.
This is a fun one because Kinky the Christmas Loco posted this in our Discord, and sometimes when you go to the grocery store, there's other people there, and they're not all that courteous.
Okay.
And so sometimes bad things happen, and you have to go to social media and tell the world that people did you dirty. And here's an example of that.
It's fresh because it just happened. But my wife and I just went to the grocery store right by our house, just to buy like junk food and stuff, you know, because we're really tired. Just wanted some sweet treats. And we were walking down an aisle, and there were like two guys that walked up next to us. You know, Peyton like walked away. My wife walked away for just a second, and they were like snickering to to themselves or something. And like I didn't really think much of it, so I'm just looking at the candy aisle trying to decide what candy I want. And he walks by and gets like inches from me and just rips one, like farts like this far from me. That's disgusting to say. I can't even believe I'm having to say this, but he did. And about that time, Peyton walked up, like didn't witness what happened, but like seconds later, and I'm like upset, and I follow after him. I was like, is there a reason? You were just so disrespectful to me.
Called you a bitch.
Come here. And he, I've never felt so dehumanized.
Not only did he fart on her, when she confronted him, he said, just walk away, you fucking bitch. And apparently a wonderful lady who stood by, witnessed the whole thing, said they walked around the corner to her aisle away from us and called us fucking gay bitches.
Right before I walked up. So he calls me, he's like,
wait a second. So what are they upset about here? I'm confused. The
Funniest guys ever.
getting farted on seemed like the thing that was really upsetting her. And then she's like an afterthought. By the way, they're also homophobic and then like they were a gay couple.
How do you in like seriousness and anger say, and it wasn't just the fart that he had.
right.
How do you utter that phrase and not go, maybe I'm being a little silly?
I just like that these guys are all snickering. They're like, I got one in the chamber. Like, oh, sweet. All right, here she comes.
Yeah, these are just retard goofballs. Who
Yeah,
cares?
they're fun. Right.
like, just go away, you fucking bitch. You were staring us down. You were staring us down. And I was like,
Yeah, she was kind of asking for it, it sounds like. she was looking at them like, I bet these guys can't fart on demand.
Her nostrils were flared. They knew she wanted it.
Yep.
I was looking at the candy. What are you talking about? And he's like, we saw you staring us down. And I was like, no one was staring at you. And then Peyton was like, hey, just let's go. And I was just about to turn. And he goes, yeah, just get out of here, bitch. And then he goes, bitch, like with both of his hands up here.
All right. I don't know if this is real. It's very good acting if it's not real.
It is. I'm usually the one that says I assumed it was real because of her gentle crying. It was not particularly over the top.
No.
And it's what's sad about it is the idea that we don't know if it's real or not is like that's very believable that you would go to your phone with this incident to report. You know what I mean? Like even if you're in a state where you're crying and inconsolable, you're like, let me go to social media. They need to learn about this.
And even the wife in the background, who's not overplaying it, just like, and they called you a bitch too. You know, she kind of seems like she's in on it. Now, I would think if it was a good partner, you'd say something like, maybe don't post a video about this right now. You seem upset.
Right. That's what I always say about, I remember when Brennan Schaub, sadly, it's a day that will live in infamy. He quit stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to his phone and put out a very tearful video talking about how his daughter was sick. And I found a way to make fun of it. and people were like, come on, Mike. This is like, we all like making fun of Brendan Schaub. But like, this is a serious situation he's going through. And I'm like, listen, I'm not making fun of him for his daughter being sick. He pulled his phone out. He was crying when the video started. This wasn't a natural, like, fuck, I can't contain myself. He was crying before the video started, supposedly, and said, I want people to see how sad I am, how much of a caring father I am. That's the sickness behind that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's when Bert Kreischer dropped his daughter off at college.
Right. Took a picture of himself. Yeah.
Did the exact same thing, crying into the phone. Bullshit. It's like, jeez, it's fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Speaking of assholes, GG33 was recently on Tim Pool's show.
Yeah, I don't know about this saga. We should investigate this more. I didn't realize he was big in like the Republican world or something.
He is. Yes, he's very conservative. So I think that's how he got.
I knew that.
Yeah. I think that's how he got on Tim's show.
Yeah.
And apparently the Daily Mail picked this up and did an article about it. And he was interviewed by a reporter at the Daily Mail. I did look into this a little bit, so I have some additional information.
I don't like, this is like when, you see one of your high school friends with his new college friends. They keep calling him Gary. And I'm like, hey, it's GG33.
I know. No one calls him GG33.
Yeah.
They call him Gary. They have his real name in the article.
Yeah.
It's all very confusing to me. But apparently Gary is also married to a Russian.
Oh.
So there's more conspiracies going on now about what maybe he's an agent.
I mean, just because he's married feels like a reach.
I mean, who else is trending to hot Russian bronze? Am I right?
Okay.
All right. So this is GG33, the aftermath of being on Tim Pool's show and being interviewed by the media from that.
I just need your birthday.
Oh, my birthday is on November 14th, 1998.
So I should point out, this is the reporter from the Daily Mail who I guess wrote an article about him being on Tim's show. And so now he's talking to her and needs her birth date in order to analyze what she's up to.
I think the Daily Mail's first problem is we should never take anyone too seriously who says the word birthday. GG33 goes, what's your birthday?
Yeah, I know.
We're putting importance in what this guy says.
He's kind of a slow. I know. Remember we were trying to get him on this show? GG33?
Yeah, and it was, he had like 4 minutes a day and then like, 3 a.m. that he could allot to us.
Yeah. So it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Obviously.
November 14th, 1998?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a 7 life path. And the way you figure that out is you take 1114, which is 7. 1998 adds up to 27. 27 and 7 is 34. Then you reduce. 3 and 4 is 7. So you're a 7 life path. So the first thing we're going to talk about is you being a 7. Okay. And people who are 7s are extremely intelligent. So here's what you have to understand about that. I don't think much of women's intelligence. I'm sure you saw my videos and
we're off to a good start.
I like that he's honest.
GG33, if you're trying to win me over, it's working.
He's not all bad.
Yeah. It's a misogynist post, and that's fine. But numerology supersedes gender.
I've never heard, if you go back real quick, I've never heard anyone say, I do some misogynist. But there are people that say, like, hey, listen, I guess you could call me a misogynist, whatever. I've never heard anyone branded as, like, I do some misogynist posts on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm a misogynist.
That's a good point. Like, yeah, if you really felt that way, you wouldn't label yourself.
Even like
just a term.
Does Andrew Tate say like I'm an open misogynist? Like I'm sure like they all frame it as like, no, I'm right about how women are.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
That I don't think much of women's intelligence. I'm sure you saw my videos and I do some misogynist posts, and that's fine. But numerology supersedes gender. So women who are 7s, I have seen them run circles around men. So here's what it comes down to. When it comes down to in numerology, that supersedes race and it supersedes gender. So when I say what I say, it's true, but there are numerology exceptions. So even you're a 7 life path, which means you're going to have trouble in relationships. It is what it is. When people are 7s, they want to know as much as possible. Knowledge is your drug. You just want to know things.
I should mention that the way this is being framed is as though GG33 blew this woman's mind with all of the knowledge he had about her. This just reads like a horoscope to me.
Yes. That's all.
Like this would be a general thing that anyone could be like, yeah, that's me.
We should go back and break down this Tim Pool thing because I'm very curious what they interview him about. I don't understand why, like, what is the use for GG33 in that world? Is Tim Pool like, oh, okay, Trump's going to have a good year then? You
watched that episode. We played clips on this show. You broke that down, didn't you?
That memory is shit, I'm sure.
we didn't find anything all that interesting in it.
Maybe you're right. But I'm just curious, like, just because he's like, yeah, I'm a misogynist, political shows will have him. They're like, all right, you've got the credentials.
Right. Every right-leaning show is just like, oh, we got to get this guy on, book him.
Right, yeah.
Megyn Kelly's like, misogynist, get him out here. Let's go.
Fucking dope.
That's how 7s operate. Now, you're also born in the year of the tiger. Tigers are very impulsive. So tigers can just jump into things without actually thinking too much about it. Next, you're born on the 14th. 1 in 4 is 5. Obviously, that's where you get the looks from. The most beautiful women in the world are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd.
Okay, so this is news to me. I've always been concerned about, well, you know, your life path is when you add up all the numbers in your birthday. And then it'll say things like, well, if you're born on the 23rd, that means you're a 5. I'm like, well, hold on a second. And this one was a 7 life path. But then I guess there's another thing where you could be a 5 as well.
It's also the idea of like attractiveness. It's like, so you won't get fat if you were born on the 5th. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? By whose judgment are you attractive?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you're blind. Mike, we all know who's hot and who isn't hot.
Well, but
it's very obvious to tell for all of us.
Over time.
No. Mike, you're not understanding this. No. Attractive women we can all agree on. Okay. That's the thing that everyone agrees. Republican, Democrat, black, white, baseball fan, hockey fan. We all agree on what attractive women look like.
GG, I'm sorry. I went too far.
So if people don't have to believe me, all they got to do is, I'm obviously not born on the 14th, but all they have to do is they got to look on Facebook, and all they have to do is look at the birthdays that are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd, and you're going to see the good-looking people in life.
Can you do that on Facebook? Can you look at everyone who was born on a certain date? I'm not even sure how you do that.
I guess if it's coming up, I don't have Facebook anymore, so I'm not positive. But
I'm
yeah,
not on there
I'm sure there's some way you could figure it out.
I have a feeling there's some ugly people born on the 23rd. I'm just throwing that out there, just as a possibility.
Just scroll to go to your birthday tab, scroll to the 5th, and just start cranking it, folks. You're gonna see some
goes both ways. Now, because you're born on the 14th, you're gonna love to travel. As a matter of fact, you have to travel. If you're stuck in one place for too long, you get docile. It is what it is. That's how it works when people who have that 14 energy. Again, you told me to be blunt, so I will be. People born on the 14th are very sexual. It is what it is. When it comes down to people with your energy, another thing you have to understand is you will evolve more than most people. Where you were 16 to where you're at now, maybe night and day.
I would hope so.
I like the casual nature that he talks. He's like, you're very sexual. It just is what it is. Like, you want to suck me off, right? I'm not I'm not gonna mince words here.
You're kind of a slut, is what I'm trying to say. Listen, I just know your birthday. All right, so I just know this as a fact.
Don't blame me. Blame the numbers.
All right, so this X post says, breaking, Daily Mail just released a massive hit piece on Gary the Numbers Guy. After Gary appeared on Tim Pool's Timcast, they began accusing him of being a Russian spy with connections to Putin. Gary read the reporter's entire life in less than 3 minutes, studying the entire Daily Mail team, which led to these conspiracies. Now, you just saw the video. Did it seem like he read the reporter's entire life?
No, this guy so badly GG33 wants to have a moment like Oz the Mentalist had on Rogan.
Right.
In number.
Yep.
GG33 wants that very badly. But there just aren't moments like that. Every clip we've ever watched of him is him with two rubes on a podcast where he's like, "Oh, you're a 6. I bet you like money." And they're like, "Oh my god, I do like money." And how did you do that?
But he does the same thing on the street too. He hasn't done that in a little while.
Yeah.
Where you just go around people in the street and ask them their birthday and then come up with like some nonsense. They're just like, "Oh wow,
I bet you're driven." I bet you have a lot of drive. And they're like, I do, yeah.
What are you attracted to? Attractive people? Actually, yes, I am. It's funny you ask. All right, so this is the Daily Mail article I'm pulling up here. Okay. And this reporter actually wrote an article about this, about how he was flattering her, but then also saying mean things. And this is him with his wife, apparently. So Gary Grinberg with his Russian wife, it says the caption on here. And if that's true, she's mildly attractive. Give him credit. Nice. Now, in this article, he claims he's making 8 figures a year with this horse shit. And he's claiming that the reading that he gave to this reporter is worth like thousands of dollars.
Well, I was going to say 8 figures is not that much if he has enough subscribers to the top tier of that
yes.
whatever plan he was offering that was like $30,000 a year.
So let me just read this from the article. He says, I'm a performer, he admitted. I believe this 100%, but the performance is to get people pissed off at me. I'm very good at clip farming. By the end of the interview, he stood out. What stood out was Grinberg's faith in numerology, but his certainty in himself. I'm sorry. What stood out, the fucking ad moved everything around. What stood out was not Grinberg's faith in numerology, but his certainty in himself. I don't care if 80% of society says I'm a kook, he said. I'm looking for that smart 20 to 15% that will jump on the team. Whether Grinberg is a prophet of patterns or simply a master of persuasion may depend on the listener. What is clear is that he believes fully, loudly, and without irony that the numbers are already written.
If he's making eight figures a year, or he's worth 8 figures, what was that number?
I think he says 8 figures is what he's making a year.
So if he's making that a year, what motivates him to charge for this insight? Why not just give it out to us?
What?
I mean, like if he's already making 8 figures a year.
Whoa, Mike. Hold on a second. What are you, dumb? So, some guy's making a bunch of money from doing something like, wow, I just do it for free. Well, because I'm making a ton of money from doing it.
Is that what he's saying? He makes his money from that subscription service?
Yes. Yeah. From doing this.
There's no way.
Because okay, so now that thank you. I'm glad I understand this now because the way you're talking. It's like, why does Ovechkin just play hockey for free? He's got a lot of money.
I thought there was other shit parts of his business that he was claiming.
No. It's this.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But I think it's interesting that he says the performances to get people pissed at me, and I'm very good at clip farming. Now, we play these clips on this show quite a bit, and apparently he takes pride in the fact that we watch it and go, what a fucking idiot. This guy's lying.
It's a misframing. It's like when John says, like, they all hate me, or Aaron says, like, they're seething, or any of these guys. The idea that he's like, I'm here to blow your minds and anger you. It's like, no, we're not that mad about it. We just think you look silly.
Yeah. We just think what you're saying is horseshit. We just want to point that out. Yeah, that's all. So anyway, that's the fallout with GG33, and everything works for him because we continue to cover it.
That's good.
Yep.
I think that's what he's going for.
He's doing a great job. Yeah. All right. We got some YouTube and Instagram coming up, but first.
Yay, Super Chats.
I want to thank the people who are going over to supertip.gg/WATP. Anonymous comes in with a Merry Christmas, boys. Thank you very much for that. Merry Christmas to you as well. Labyrinth Mystic says, thanks for keeping things above board, Blind Mike.
I always try to.
Anonymous again says, as if it's the same Anonymous, says, since GG33 is supposed to be a conservative, isn't numerology frowned upon in the Bible?
Yeah, these principles don't apply to liberals. Like they couldn't grasp the numbers game.
I think he just picked a lane, right?
Yeah.
He's like, where's the lane where I can call fat chicks out? You're like, well, probably conservative. Like, oh yeah, that's me then.
Right. If he was getting popular 12 years ago, he probably would have been woke or something. You know?
Right. Yeah, it makes sense. Also, does the Bible call people out for numerology? Because isn't 33 based on the fact that was Jesus' age when he died? That's why that's such an important number.
Interesting. How old's Gigi? Maybe we're getting there.
Oh shit, he looks old. Michael C, $2 says easy for you to say in Braille. Oh, that's a good idea. We should redo the easy for you to say book
to you guys.
Mike, come on.
I'll do it.
Yes. I love it.
Slow Braille reader though.
I love it.
They were impressed with how quickly I picked it up, but it's still not perfect, you know?
This book is dedicated to my loser kids. Does it say that, Mike? Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not really good at Braille.
It'll be tough for me to have to reenact the devil and angels scene. That'll be
that's not in the book. That's in the movie.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of the movie.
There's not as many F slurs in the book, fortunately. Don Fried Chicken $10 says, Mike, I'm worried about Craig. He's been depressed since the Epstein files got released. He said it's not fair how people misjudge and demonize people like him.
He always tells me, he's like, they don't know him like I do. You know, they don't know these guys. And I say, I know, buddy. I'm sorry.
It is unfortunate. People just rush to judgment just because you like underage children.
Right.
Labyrinth Mystic gifting 5. Who are these podcast memberships? Thank you, Labyrinth Mystic. I appreciate your support throughout the year. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. We got a show coming up on New Year's Day. That'll be the next Thursday for Who Are These Socials?
Yeehaw.
So that'll be fun. All right, let's head over to YouTube.
I'll stop the show and watch YouTube.
Hot Dickens Coffee sent this over on our Discord server. If you go to whoarethese.com, there's a link to our Discord server. There's a channel in there dedicated to Who Are These Socials. You can go in there, participate with the other fine folks who enjoy this program and give us suggestions. And this is an Uber driver's worst nightmare. We're going to see the dash cam of an Uber driver who's just sitting and waiting to pick someone up.
What are you doing in front of my house? Sir. Who are you? Who are you and what are you doing in front of my house? I'm an Uber driver! I didn't call an Uber! I'm picking up your neighbor! Well, how come I didn't hear anything about that? Get out!
Good Lord. I don't need the music in there. I think it's intense enough without the stupid music.
It's very dramatic, yes.
Yeah, it made it very dramatic.
What is this, just some psychopath that ran up on him? Why does he think...
The guy seems to be paranoid. Maybe he thinks that this guy's like trying to pick up his girlfriend or wife or something, just like hanging out in front of the house.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, and, I'd like to just start throwing haymakers and asking questions later.
That is, I always think like that would have. I used to think it would have been a nice way to like supplement income if I could drive. I'm like,
Right.
driving for Uber seems like it would be nice, relaxing. Throw a podcast on, just drive around all day. And then you realize how many fucking psychopaths you have to deal with. And you're like, it's probably not that sweet a gig.
I don't talk to a lot of Uber drivers who enjoy their job. I talk to some. I usually talk to my Uber drivers. Some of them are cool with it, but it seems annoying. I don't think you just pop on a podcast, though.
I mean,
that's the problem.
I like I guess some probably don't feel comfortable, but I've had guys pick me up. Like when I was in Austin, our Uber driver was listening to Shane Gillis' special.
Oh, cool.
Like, I mean, you can do, I'm sure some people will ask you to turn it off or something, but you can give it a try.
All right, let's head over to Instagram.
Blinded like Blind Mike. Don't be a douche. Instagram in the night. Blinded like Blind Mike. Check out these reels. They might make you want to fight.
These might make you want to fight. I agree with that stinger right now because Nathan Baylet. Wow, this fucking guy.
Has the tide turned? Because the first time we played him, you said it was kind of split. Was there reaction the second time where people were like, all right, enough of this fucking guy?
Let's find out because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Nathan Baylet has some Christmas thoughts for us. So this should be fun and wholesome and silly, right?
Be a nice way to celebrate. Yeah. We still got a Christmas hangover.
3 Christmas silly thoughts. Do other planets have Santa Claus? And if they do, does that mean there is a species of Santa Claus around the galaxy? Because if Santa Claus is an extraterrestrial, it certainly would explain his magical powers. Also, instead of decorating a Christmas tree with Christmas lights, you could decorate a mannequin. And Santa Claus comes down the chimney, he's like, a Christmas mannequin? Man, I don't know what to leave these people. Maybe Santa would leave a superhero costume for your mannequin. And also, I would love to see Santa become a part of the Avengers and be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wouldn't it be cool to be watching a Marvel movie and all of a sudden at the finale, Santa and his reindeer come flying in on the sleigh and do some magic to defeat the villain? It'd be so unexpected.
Wouldn't it be cool?
That would not be cool. That would be the opposite of cool.
It's sad in a way because what I'm realizing about this guy, it shines a light on the fact that I hate positivity.
Yes.
Well, all this guy really is I'm sure like a sweet, simple idiot. That's just like, wouldn't it be crazy if Santa was a species of people? And he's just having a nice time. And I look at that and think, why does that exist? I don't like that that's in this world.
All I'm picturing, Mike, is you getting down on all fours behind him and me just pushing him over you so that he hits his head on the floor.
Shut up. Santa was a species. What does that even mean? What are you talking about?
Never fucking talk to me again. And we just leave him there on the floor.
Kind of cool. What do you think? Do you think Santa should be a part of the Avengers? Would you decorate a Christmas mannequin? And also, do you think Santa is an extraterrestrial? Because that would explain some things.
I like they just to recap my 3 silly things that I said.
Remember how goofy I was?
Yeah. It's less than a minute. We get it.
And then he's asking it like it's a real possibility. He's like, now to summarize, folks. Do you think? Let's be real here. Do you think Santa is an alien? What do you think?
He doesn't want to explain a lot of things.
What are you asking me?
Yeah, that's really dumb.
I hope you have a really happy holidays. Cheers to you.
All right. I just want to point out, and I have to play this, and I apologize in advance, but that's the end of his thoughts on this.
Oh, yes.
There's still 50 seconds left to go in this video.
I believe you're correct. I've come to the conclusion watching this guy. I believe your theory is correct that there's something to do with monetization or something.
Yeah.
Like he goes out of his way to make these videos extremely long.
So he's going to stare at the camera and mug and smile and giggle, and we listen to this music. He's going to dance a little bit. And there's no way he's hearing this music. He obviously put this in post.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's dancing around.
Yeah,
right. He's a sociopath, Mike.
What a sicko. I didn't even think of that part. Where he's just sitting there, he's like, the music is probably playing right now. I mean, make a funny face.
No. Don't allow children around this man. This man's a problem. He just took a big sigh, big deep breath. He's so proud of himself. This awkward staring at the camera thing, I guess, is part of the bit. He's still just...
It'd be fun.
Yeah, he's still just staring at the camera. It's like, you know, a news anchor where they have to smile for a while because they're not sure when they're going to cut to commercial.
But he has to leave all of his... He can't cut it when the music ends because he has to leave all of his great facial tics in. He's so proud of himself.
That was some pretty good stuff from Nathan.
There is, as a fan of comedy, what annoys me about him is like he has these premises and he goes through all of them. And then he asks, like, they're all absurd. And then he asks what we think. He's like, so what do you think? He's like, let me recap. Like, Chappelle's old bit about, like, the baby on the corner selling drugs.
Yeah.
That obviously didn't happen. But we all can laugh at it and go, that's a very funny bit. It would get much less funny if Dave was like, so what do you guys think? Should babies be selling drugs?
Hey, you know what? I'll just go around the room. What about you, sir? What are your thoughts?
Why are you revisiting this seriously and asking me?
Well, the problem is, Mike, and we looked at this the first time we watched this guy, is that he gets tons of comments on these videos, and they're all with him.
I know.
Everyone's just as positive as this asshole. There's like, Nathan, you're great. Got us again.
Is he one of the Avengers, Santa? That's I never thought of that.
It's great. It's good stuff. What if he did beat the bad guys with his reindeer? That's the kind of comments you see on this. You want to murder everyone. All right, well, he's still talking about Christmas, and this is a fun premise.
A little ditty.
Christmas in space, wouldn't that be fun? Singing Christmas songs while we circle around the sun, opening presents over Mars and Titan. Christmas in space, wouldn't that be fun? Would you like to celebrate Christmas in space? Happy holidays.
All right, I'll be honest. He didn't explain the premise enough for me to really give an answer on this one.
Wouldn't it be fun, Christmas in space? Let me set the scene for you. We're celebrating Christmas. We're having a nice time. We're opening up our stockings and decorating the tree. Zoom out. We're on fucking Mars. You believe that shit? It's crazy.
It's circling around the sun. I'm doing that now. I'm not even sure like what the difference is.
Space, I guess.
Yeah, technically everything's in space. So I'm not even sure what the difference is and what he's explaining here. It's like, am I on a spaceship? Am I being chased by extraterrestrial beings? Am I shooting at something? What does that even mean? What is good being in space?
I love how many of these guys that we follow on this podcast and our own podcast, how many of these guys find themselves to be multi-talented? It's like, not only does Nathan fancy himself like an observational comedian, he's like, I can sing, I can jam out on my guitar. Like these guys all think, no, I don't just have one talent. I'm I'm like Justin Timberlake. I can do it all.
It's so funny you say that because Woke Chad, I have some clips coming up from Woke Chad. And you know he's sung before in his car?
Mm-hmm.
He fancies himself a singer?
Yes.
Doesn't he sit down at the piano on a recent TikTok video? Like, these fucking assholes. I'm waiting for one of them to start juggling. Right. Hey, you know I can juggle and sit on a unicycle at the same time? Like, sure, man, that's cool.
It's admirable in a way. Like, I admire the confidence to be like, oh,
right.
I don't think you should watch me do one thing. I think you should watch me do everything.
Yeah, it's the opposite of Opie, who can't do anything.
Yeah.
Opie has like literally zero talent.
Right.
And these guys are just like, hey, look at me. I can strum a guitar. I can sing a song about space.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's pretty good. Speaking of guys who are talented, we got to talk about John Cerasani.
Oh, yeah, Schaumburg. What a city, yeah.
Wrong again, dude. Wrong again, bro.
All right. So John Cerasani, as we teased earlier, has a brand new identity.
Mm-hmm.
This is good stuff.
He tries this. He's been cycling through different identities, and he's looking for one he can really take on.
Yep.
All right, all the sports handicappers are saying, John, stick to blackjack. You don't know what you're talking about. I made a long shot bet that's like...
I want to point out, he's standing in front of his TV. He's got the Chiefs Denver game up behind him. It's 20-13. Denver is up on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are facing a 4th and 8 with 20 seconds to go in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is what we're watching right now.
And the premise of this is everyone doubted him. Keep that.
Right? Yes, right. People thought I could only be good at blackjack, but watch this, guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. I made a long shot bet that's like a 20-1 odds. I need Chiefs and the over. 8 seconds left, and I'm still in the game here. Let's see what happens. Come on. All right, we lost. But all you sports handicappers are pissed at me, dude.
What the fuck? He decides to turn on his phone and start filming himself doing a live reel on Instagram. He's just like, oh, if they make this play, I'm looking pretty good. They didn't make it. Okay, well.
Even if he wanted to, he could have waited till the play happened and rewound it.
Yes! I thought the same thing. Like, no one watches sports live anymore. You could just, like, use your DVR.
What the fuck are you doing, John?
So stupid.
Dude,
but, like,
who has come that close on?
What's that?
No, let's finish it. And I'll chime in.
Was pissed at me, dude. Who has come that close on a long shot? 1,500 would have paid literally 21 grand. But hey, guys, I didn't think I was going to win, but that would have been a hell of a win. And I don't think Kelsey should retire. I don't think he should retire. He looked pretty good on the last drive, didn't he? Anyway, everybody, Merry Christmas.
I just want to point out, it wasn't even close to coming in. So it's like, guys, you thought that bet was crazy, but look at this. They lost by 7.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure what he's talking about.
To watch a guy who's this experienced in gambling, at least as he like claims to be, he's entrenched in the gambling world now. Like that's his entire identity. And yet he sounds like one of these fucking mental patients that wastes their life on scratch tickets or Keno or whatever. And they're like, can you believe it? I was one number away from Mega Millions. It's like, well, that's nothing. You were nothing. You had a number that wasn't it.
Yeah, almost winning at. I was playing blackjack when I was in Vegas last weekend, and I had this stupid side bet going. That's a 3-card poker side bet. And so for 3-card poker, you need very specifically like 3 cards in order if you want to get it straight, whatever. And so the card would be like 1 off the card I'd be like, God damn, it's so close. It's not though. It's not close at all. Like it's the wrong card. It doesn't matter if it's 1 away from the card you need.
Almost winning in gambling is losing. Like
it's always losing.
There's always the joke in sport, like, oh, second place is just the first loser, whatever. But like if you're a silver medalist in the Olympics, you've achieved something. You know, like that's pretty impressive. There's no second place in gambling. You won or you lost.
And the fact that he comes out here, but let me point this out. So he goes, I got the Chiefs in the over. Watch this. They might pull this off. If they had scored that touchdown that he missed by a mile, it would have tied the game, sent it into overtime. We're still not hitting that bet. He still hasn't hit it.
That video from John was watching the entire movie of Rudy, and then Rudy just gets his fucking clock cleaned at the end. You're like, oh, I guess he couldn't play.
No, I guess he wasn't any good. Well, whatever. Now we know. All right, so this is a fascinating journey. This is one of the ones where John just is reacting to what's happening to him in real life. And I can't believe how he gets to where he gets to from this.
All right, I'm just leaving Chase Bank, and instead of saying Merry Christmas, they said Happy Holidays to me. And I got to be honest with you, that doesn't bother me at all. But what it started making me think about was stereotypes, all right? And obviously, being Christmas time, you think of Jewish stereotypes.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I am so confused by this. It's like they said Happy Holidays. Also, just saying that it doesn't bother you at all tells me that it bothers him.
I suspect this might be a roundabout way of saying I was in the bank earlier, so I was thinking about Jews.
Yes, thank you. Because he gets right to Jews immediately. Just goes, they said Happy Holidays. How about the fucking Jews? What are they up to, huh?
They said Happy Holidays, so I was thinking about stereotypes. Why? That doesn't line up.
None of that makes any sense.
Oh, only Italians say Happy Holidays. Like, what does that mean?
Obviously, being Christmas time, you think of Jewish stereotypes. Like, what are some of the main ones? Okay, they're good lawyers. Is that necessarily a bad thing? No, I don't think that's a bad stereotype, and it probably comes from some kind of truth, right?
They have big noses.
Right, they're good lawyers. That's the first thing I thought of.
Wink, wink.
To be honest. That wasn't the first thing I thought of with Jewish
They're
stereotypes.
good weathermen, if you know what I mean.
Stereotype, and it probably comes from some kind of truth, right? Another thing is about, I don't know if anyone's ever dated a Jewish girl, but there's a certain stereotype that Jewish girls are very good at something. And my experience of dating Jewish girls is that that's also accurate. So my point here, guys, is that stereotypes are not always a bad thing.
Mike.
What?
Let me explain what just happened.
That was your point?
A guy goes Happy Holidays as he's leaving the bank, and he wanted to brag about getting a blowjob from a Jewish chick.
Yes.
That's what it came down to. Like, by the way, I fucked a lot of Jewish girls. Like, what? Wait, what? Okay. I mean, you could tell us that without giving us the Happy Holidays spiel.
If that whole video went from idea to script, like the way you would shoot that scene is a guy at the bank goes, Happy Holidays. And John goes, that's a good point. Jews do give good blowjobs. That's what he said. He's like, a guy said Happy Holidays. That made me think some Jewish girl really gagged on my cock once.
I got to be honest. The stereotype that I thought when I was growing up is that Jewish girls didn't give head. What stereotype is he talking about? Do you know?
When he said it, I thought that was true. It sounded right to me when he said it, but I'm not sure. I thought there was some stereotype about Jewish girls giving good head or something like that. It felt right.
Show the producer says I've dated a lot of Jewish women. The one consistent thing with all of them, great tits. Well, Lucy Tightbox would agree with you on that.
There you go. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But yeah, I wasn't sure what he was referring to of the Jewish stereotype, but he did want to brag about getting his dick wet. So congratulations, John.
He also says, he goes, I'm not sure if anyone's dated a Jewish girl.
Nope. It's never happened before.
Anyone has? You're not sure?
Yeah. That sounds so exotic. Wow. Date a Jewish girl? I never thought of that. That sounds wild. All right. He's got a new character. John Cerasani is trying out a new character. So we saw his new identity as a sports betting guru who loses. And now he's got a...
I've never seen that. I've never gotten a glimpse of John acting. This was fun.
Yeah, this is good. Now, there is a guy named Vegas Pauly C, and I think we covered him maybe on this show. I know I covered him when I was out in Vegas for Hackamania.
Okay.
He's pretty well-known figure on social media in Vegas. He goes to all the different places and kind of a nuisance. But whatever. I'm sure he's a beloved character out there.
Well, hello. This is Vegas Pauly C, and I'm in the Cerasani compound. He's a not Gen Pop kind of guy, and he's famous for his waterfall. Well, it turns out that this waterfall, the water bill and electricity alone, is costing him $4.2 million a day. They are in the red, and they're bleeding fast. I'm telling you, these casinos cannot make it in today's society. No, they cannot. He does have a cool picture with Donald Trump. I am Vegas Pauly C.
Mike, the part of this that you're not even picking up on is it's so annoying. So obviously this is John Cerasani walking around his house, filming his stupid waterfall and showing his living room and stuff. The waterfall is a mirror. you can see that it's John Cerasani as he's going, hey, this is Vegas Pauly C. Look at me. Like when we can see you in the reflection, it's obviously John Cerasani.
So this is much more strange because when I found this video, I thought he was introducing to us a new character he was working on named Vegas Pauly C. I didn't realize he was cosplaying as a man that exists.
Yes.
Like he's pretending to be someone else and calling himself cool as that person.
Not only that, I believe that they posted this on each other's social media accounts.
This is
because Vegas Pauly C.
I think if I made a video and I was like, "Hey everyone, I'm Shane Gillis, and I think Mike Geary is really awesome."
Yes, and then Shane Gillis posts that on his social media. Yes, that's what this is. It's crazy.
Well, now I can understand why it has people in such an uproar because there was some backlash to this.
There is some backlash. We're going to get into that in just a second. First, I want to point out, I think I said this on the show before, but my buddy MLP, who's been on WATP, he always listens to WATS. He never watches it. Oh. He discovered John Cerasani in the wild. He just on Instagram, he just happened to see him like, whoa. And he goes, holy shit, this waterfall is the most unimpressive thing I've ever seen. This guy brags about this fucking waterfall he's got in his house, and it's just nothing.
It's the source of a lot of controversy in his life because he gets very when people make fun of it.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that was Vegas Pauly C hyping up this waterfall, and apparently this led to people who are pretty upset that this happened.
I want to talk about something a little serious in nature today. I did a collaboration with Vegas Pauly C. And it was a tongue-in-cheek. We're talking about my waterfall. It was hilarious, right?
It was tongue-in-cheek. I'm not really him.
Hold on a second. John, never tell me what's hilarious. Never, ever again explain to me what's hilarious. I know you hang out with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. You think you know it's hilarious. That was not hilarious at all.
All the great impressionists do that. Like Jay Moore stops and goes. And by the way, guys, I'm not Christopher Walken.
I'm pretty hilarious though, right?
Guy.
It's hilarious, right? But obviously one person in the comment has to be a jerk and say they're disappointed that Vegas Pauly C would associate with this clown referring to me. People don't understand satire and they have to say mean stuff like this.
Okay. So I realize he's not being serious about this. Yeah, he's just like, someone in the comments didn't like it. But what's going to happen next tells me everything you need to know about this guy's sad, pathetic existence in life.
Right. He's acting like, imagine if I was actually mad about this, but this is the psyche that he has where he actually is mad about these comments.
He is. And we're going to find out with this right here.
But I'm going to let it slide. However, as you'll notice, there was 3 likes. Let me click on those likes. One of the likes is Joey McIntyre. Yes, this Joey McIntyre. The kid that was in the New Kids on the Block. Now listen, Joey, I need an answer here, bud, because I've always supported the New Kids on the Block. When everybody at junior high was making fun of guys that listen to New Kids on the Block, I said, no, Hangin' Tough is a good song. They're good rappers, and they don't just dance. First time I went up a girl's shirt was to Hangin' Tough, bro. Now you're liking comments against me? Please tell me, Mr. McIntyre, that you pressed that like button on accident. Please tell me that.
That's a sickness that he has.
He's so fucking nosy.
Gross.
Imagine being so nosy that someone posts a comment on your video that's negative, and you have to click on everyone who liked that comment and look into that.
Right. How often does he do that where it's not Joey McIntyre liking it? You know what I mean? Like where it's not
every time
a famous. There's no chance that's the first time. You know, let me see who liked this comment.
This man needs a hobby.
Yeah.
He needs a hobby. He needs something else to do. He doesn't have anything to do with his time, which is crazy because he claims to be really happy in life and that he's killing it and we're all the idiots.
He thought that would be a fun little, like, hey, Joey McIntyre knows who I am type of thing. I don't think he realized the sickness it revealed that he's constantly looking because you don't get notifications on Instagram like, hey, Joey McIntyre liked a comment you were tagged in. Like that doesn't happen. You have to go out of your way to find out who's liking these things. It's a sickness.
And let's not forget, he's been banned from Instagram multiple times because when somebody writes something he doesn't like, he'll go and find their profile and show photos of the guy's wife and put him up on the screen and call him out, be like, oh, because you're married to this fat pig. That's why you're mad at me.
I will say I always poo-pooed this when John would say it. I think he may have been shadow banned on Instagram. If I search his name, he doesn't come up anymore.
That makes
Or
sense.
I shouldn't say anymore. He didn't this week when I looked for him.
That makes sense.
I'd like Google John Cerasani to get the right account.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Trent Pevo says, "Hey friends, hey Trent, thank you very much for being here. I want to head over to TikTok. There's a lot to discuss over on TikTok.
TikTok's a psyop by the Chinese to fuck up the minds of our youth and some other people too. So let's talk quite a lot about these TikTokers we stalk and know. TikTok fucking blows."
Missy B says, I didn't even know you could see who liked a comment. That's the right answer. You shouldn't know that.
I didn't know that either. That's crazy. Like, why would you?
You should not be looking into who likes comments underneath your videos or posts at any time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Joe Matarese. I got an email from Joe today.
Oh, did you?
Yep. I get emails pretty regularly from Joe Matarese.
I was
as you know.
excited for a second, and then I realized.
I'm on the email list.
Yeah.
And Joe sent out an email. So today is the 26th. It's Boxing Day. And Joe has been promoting these live performances for months now.
Yeah.
The 26th, the 27th. He's got some big shows coming up. And I get an email that says the tonight's show at Red Bank Vogel is canceled due to the weather that's coming through.
Well, the weather?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
The snowstorm has canceled the show. But thank God it has been rescheduled for April 4th.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
Okay, should be nicer weather then. Plenty of,
I would hope so.
plenty of opportunity to get your asses in those seats.
There is quite a storm going through, at least New York State. I don't know if it's hit you guys up in Massachusetts.
Yes,
but
we have snow. I don't know if it's
Okay.
cancel show worthy, but we have snow.
I was out driving in it today. It was a blizzard.
Okay.
It was
All right, seems above board, Joe.
There's something going on. I mean, is it possible the ticket sales weren't all there? Yeah, of course.
Sure.
It's very possible.
We'll keep our minds open to the idea that may have happened.
Well, good news. He's got his big show tomorrow night.
Yeah.
On the 27th. That's at the theater. Empty Daily on our Patreon posted that he's seeing Joe Matarese tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So Empty Daily, please report back.
Well, I think a lot of you should go see Joe Matarese and be respectful, of course. But there are plenty of seats, apparently. So go check out Joe Matarese.
Are there a lot of seats? Because Joe went on TikTok to promote his stuff.
Okay, everybody, happy holidays. I know you're all freaking out. You're trying to do 9 million errands right now. You got to buy this person a gift. You got to get that guy something. Oh, I need to go buy wine. Oh, I got to make cookies. Oh my God, I have to make the cookies. Oh, I didn't do the Secret Santa thing yet. How could I have not done the Secret Santa thing? All right, slow down. Take a breath. Here's the perfect last minute gift for you. This Saturday, the 27th of December, I'm going to be performing in Collingswood, New Jersey, everybody. It's right in my neck of the woods. Like,
Whoa. I thought I was watching content. I didn't realize this was an advertisement for his show. God damn it.
Banter segment. He's good.
Dude, I thought we were just talking about like running errands and buying gifts for people. I like that he goes, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I got to buy a gift for someone, and then you got to go buy a gift for someone else.
Can you imagine if your fucking Christmas cookies were burned because someone was buying Joe Matarese tickets? I just stopped what I was doing.
I got distracted by this TikTok I saw. I didn't even realize it was an ad. And it turned out it was an ad for Joe's show. He tries to shoehorn everything into whatever that day is. I brought up the fact that he had buy one, get one on Black Friday for his show. And now it's like, guys, Christmas shopping, am I right? Why don't you buy tickets to my stand-up show?
It's just classically misguided Matarese. The idea of framing it as a potential Christmas gift. You know what I mean?
Crazy. It's crazy.
You've got 2 tickets to see Joe Matarese waiting for you under the tree.
5 seconds away from where I grew up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, exit 4, exit 32 off of 295. This Saturday, I'm playing at the Scottish Rite Auditorium. It's a 1,000-seat venue. We only have a few hundred tickets left to sell, and I want you guys to help me move these.
Now, I'm sure he's doing well. I actually looked it up. He is selling tickets. I can't figure it out. I don't know who would know who he is or who would go see him. Maybe he's famous in this area, in this neck of the woods.
Okay,
But I like
so
that he goes.
I thought 1,000 was a little A little much. A little
Yeah.
presumptuous, Joe.
Well, what I like what he said there. He goes, "It's a 1,000-seat theater. There's only a few hundred left.
There's only a comedy club left."
Yeah, now, Mike, a few hundred. What are we talking? 400? Like, is it half the room left, or
Is it 800?
Right.
We don't know.
Yeah. It's 1,000. There's only a few hundred left. Like, I mean, if he would have said dozens, I'd be like, all right, well, that's good.
And by the way, 1,000's a lot of. I'm not even shitting on Joe. That's a big venue that
That is a
Joe
big venue.
Matarese probably shouldn't be playing. If he sniffs 1,000, he should be very grateful.
Which is why his TikTok is completely dedicated to promoting these shows lately. That's all he's been doing is promoting these shows, which is a stressful way to live your life. This guy's like 60 years old, or whatever he is now. His wife does very well. They make enough money. Like, why are you doing this to yourself?
Hey, you can't say the guy doesn't hustle. He hustles. It's often in the wrong direction.
He's in the game, man. He's in the game. I just don't know why he's still playing. I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Right? Just go to joematarese.com right now and you can get tickets. This Saturday, the 27th, Collingswood, New Jersey. Go to the website.
God, it's just constantly just nagging us and begging
Okay,
us.
everybody. Happy holiday.
Stop looping. Don't ever loop, Joe. It's a bad luck. Now, you sent me over another TikTok, but before we go there, Eaton Beaver 2 in Discord sent me over an Instagram post that came out from this deli that's nearby this gig that he's got coming up.
Oh, I may have seen this video.
Okay.
Including it.
Okay, so Joe is, he teamed up with that pizza parlor that one time.
Yeah.
Where you could, if you get a half price ticket if you buy a pizza or something like that. I forget what it was.
I don't even know if it was that.
Some weird promotion.
Hour off or something.
some weird promotion. He is like working it. He's in his neighborhood, rubbing elbows, talking to everyone who's there. Like, hey, I'm Joe Matarese from the block. They're like, yeah, okay, Joe.
Cherry Hill's own.
Yeah, right. So he's teaming up now with this deli that's near the venue. And they have a 2-camera shoot as this guy makes a sandwich. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's very long and very unfunny. But there's important parts to it.
Hey, Eric. How you doing? Nice to meet you. My name's Joe Matarese. My first time here.
How are you, Joe?
Good. I'm good. I heard that you guys look in the menu. You got this thin sandwich.
Yes, we do it very thin here. Yes.
Good.
You want to...
Trying to keep it down. I want.
You look great.
Thank you.
So you want a thin sandwich?
Thin. It's really important.
Thin is important.
Okay, so that's the premise. You want a thin sandwich. Okay. So then this guy goes on to create this sandwich that's piled high with different meats and cheeses.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Joe asked for it thin.
I know.
That's the exact opposite of what he wanted.
I know, but this guy who's making the sandwich is convincing him that no, this is great. This is exactly what you want. It's really good stuff. So then let's get to the end here and see what kind of comedy happens.
Oh, I didn't make it to the end. This is
to the point of all this.
Hey, I'm going to do that now, okay? Don't worry about it. Look, I'm going to press down for you, okay?
Come on, you're going to have to sit on this thing. Look how thick it is.
I mean, listen, you're on a diet. You're good. We're going to split it right in half. Look at that. Look at that. That's art.
Dude, that'll last me until my show on December 26th.
What show?
I'm at the Vogel.
You're at the...
Seamless. You know what? That's going to last me until my show on December 26th at the Vogel.
I mean, it's perfect promotion. But if I could just give Joe a little recommendation, tighten up that video because I wasn't able to get that far in.
Dude, this is 2 minutes into the video where he finally says, by the way, I'm doing a show.
Now, if you're thinking this jerk Carl cut it off too quick, you're like, I bet they presented it really well. No, it was as ham-handed as you're mad, where it's literally everything. I'm putting a lot of Parmesan on there, and then Joe's like, but I thought the thin.
How about some prosciutto? This is a lot of prosciutto. And he's just like, that's too much prosciutto. So stupid.
Look at that. That's art.
Dude, that'll last me until my show on December 26th.
What show?
I'm at the Vogel.
You're at the Vogel?
Yes.
Well,
26th.
how about if I leave one half here and then one half you pick up on the 26th?
It's going to have to. My wife will divorce me to show up at both halves.
This baby's cold?
Yeah, this guy thinks he's a comic too, the guy making the sandwich.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he's got it down. All right. So this guy got the script ahead of time. He knows, all right, let's promote the show.
The 26th.
It's going to have to. My wife will divorce me to show up at both halves.
This baby's cold?
Matarese. Give it the Matarese.
It's the Matarese.
Yeah.
And the Matarese is the size of a matarazza.
Right.
Make sure you go to the Vogel on December 26th. This bad boy is only at Talercio's.
JoeMatarese.com. Buy tickets.
I like that the sandwich guy says it You know, like if you have a big celebrity in there, you're like, hey, can you plug my dates for me?
Mm-hmm.
The sandwich guy is like, guys, take my word for it. You know, I make a mean chicken cutlet.
I'm Bill the Sandwich Guy, and you're listening to 96.5, the only station that rocks.
Right.
That's the point
And
of that.
this idea of promoting places that are near, like the comedy club in Boston that I would frequent, Laugh Boston.
Mhm.
And I'm a man who likes his sandwiches. I don't know the nearest sub shop. I've never put those two things together. Like, oh, I'm going to see a comedy show. I better stop up and pick up a chicken parm on the way.
You're doing it wrong.
I guess.
You're obviously doing it wrong. I know. It's so stupid. It's so convoluted. Everything that Joe Matarese does is so convoluted, even down to the point where, like, I didn't even think about this, but I'm watching this video and I'm like, okay, this is all stupid. He doesn't say how to purchase tickets until 2.5 minutes into this video.
Right. That's what I mean. Like they're gone. They've left.
Right. No one's interested anymore. All right. What can we expect from this comedy show when we go see him? We purchase tickets for our loved ones for Christmas. See what kind of comedy stylings we're going to get.
Yeah.
Do you remember Discount Harry's, Route 130, Camden, right off of that airport circle? Yeah, right around the corner from the pub. My parents bought every gift there. I think it's because the word discount was in it. I got to be honest.
Okay. Mike, we went from Joe Matarese is a comic for the masses on television, right?
Yeah.
On these different reality shows. Down to, oh, he's a comic for people who grew up in the suburbs of Philadelphia, specifically in South Jersey, right? In a specific time, right?
Yeah.
And then we got down to, no, you have to graduate with Joe Matarese to understand these specific places you would go to if you grew up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Now, you have to be a sibling of Joe Matarese to get his jokes. Remember when Mom and Dad used to buy me stuff from the discount place?
Yeah. You know, like when a comedian kind of works the crowd and they get a sense for who's in the audience, like how many people here are married or whatever. Joe says, like, how many people here were my roommates? Like, you have to literally live in his neighborhood to get these jokes. Who remembers the fucking department store I went to?
All my holiday gifts came from Discount Harry's. Especially remember those Mattel electronics games, those handheld games. My parents bought me all of them there. There was football, it was the white one, Mattel Electronics, the little red dots that you ran. I'm running. The second version of it, Football 2, maybe a year later, and it had passing in it. When you passed, it was like a blinking red dot.
I suspect Joe knows this very well. Remember when is the lowest form of conversation.
Yes, it really is. And that is Joe's entire act at this point. He is missing childhood.
Ooh, I'm passing the ball, and now I'm running it. I caught it. I'm running it. They bought me my first 10-speed there, too. Gave it to me on Christmas, and they hid it. They hid it Christmas morning. Did your parents ever do this? Hide the good gift?
I wish they would have hit you.
Just put it somewhere in another room. But they got me a Huffy 10-speed. Not even the color I wanted. Yellow. They must have got an extra discount at Discount Harry's by buying a yellow bike.
He's promoting
with a
Discount Harry's.
dungaree seat. We need to bring that word back. Dungarees. Dude, nice dungarees. Harry Kaufman.
I'm so glad he used dungarees in a sentence. When he said, bring that word back, I'm like, well, how am I going to bring it back? Oh, I can say, hey, nice dungarees.
Joe, I have no basis for that. What am I going to say?
The word dungarees is a word. Good stuff. Thanks, Joe.
The country of origin, Joe.
Fucking idiot. I'm going to bring back dungarees, like in the way we say nice dungarees.
Jeez. Dude, nice dungarees. Harry Kaufman, the owner. He was the originator.
Or you say, I forgot my dungaree.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to use dungarees in a sentence.
We loved your store, and we miss it terribly.
What happened to Harry?
This conversation wouldn't be interesting if he was at Christmas with his family discussing Discount Harry's.
If I was fucking Harry's nephew, it wouldn't be interesting to me. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I mean. Like, who is this for? He cannot figure out who he's doing a TikTok for or social media strategy.
Remember Discount Harry's? I'm sure plenty of people shopped at Discount Harry's that don't remember it.
Right. This is decades ago he's talking about. Remember that electronic football game? No! I don't. All right, let's check in on Woke Chad.
I love details, so many details. My stories have details. I am Woke Chad. I am a zaddy daddy. I am Woke Chad. And I have come to bore you and steal your lady. Woke Chad.
Did you forget about Casey Day's
I like that
jingles for
entire
us?
song except for the Zaddy Daddy.
I know.
The phrase bugs me for some reason.
He had to work in his nickname for Woke Chad. Yep. That's our boy Casey. He produces the show. He's great.
Mhm.
All right, so Woke Chad is sitting down behind the piano and wants to show off some of his talents for us.
Tickle the ivories.
Yeah, for this holiday season.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Now, the big reason why I wanted to play this is not just because this guy's a pompous douche who has to show off his fucking talents to us, but also he is missing a finger. I've never noticed this before. On his left hand, his ring finger only goes to the first knuckle.
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Oh.
I want to know more about that.
I'm stunned he's never referred to himself as like a disabled man.
I mean, I would. That's an important figure for a guitarist.
Yeah.
So I'd be very upset about that. But now he's showing off his piano playing and singing.
Long lay the world in sin and error, pining.
All right, he's way too into himself. By the way, the comments are all women who are just wetting themselves and slipping off their chairs. They can't wait to.
Really?
Yeah, they're all excited about this guy.
Good for him if it's working, I guess.
Yeah, why not? You ready for a peek behind the curtains?
Oh, I would love one.
Yeah, when I see content creators like this, and like Woke Dad that we used to watch quite often on here until he ran away from social media.
Yeah.
You always wonder, like, what is the mindset? I'm not a TikToker. I'm not an Instagrammer. I don't think all day about how to curate what I want people to see and like my image. You know, I'm not worried about that sort of thing. So I'm always curious, like, what is the thought process of what videos get made and why you put out what you put out?
What drives them?
Yeah. Let's find out a little bit more about the strategy behind this.
Okay.
Sometimes when I take time and spend time thinking about what, if anything, I'm going to post to the internet, like many of us do these days, is this smart? Is this funny? Is this relevant? How's the lighting behind me? How do I look? I finally do it and I post it, and then I'll dive back into the 20-lane highway of the algorithm and I'll scroll a few videos and then I'll come up on one.
See, I found all of this fascinating. Because he's finally admitting
being the take he chose with the fucking wind in the background.
Oh yeah, and there's a bright light behind him too that's really obnoxious. So it's kind of funny. It's just like, you take a lot of takes on these, and this is the one you chose for this?
You have no idea what goes into these decisions.
Right. I love the fact that he's thinking through all these things and he's letting us know that. And then he's going through and scrolling through his own TikTok to be like, what's working for other people? What's not working?
Yeah.
Like I saw today that had an Amazon van, one of those tall vans that has the little wheels that makes you wonder, how does that get around in the snow? And this particular one, the van had this massive dent in the side of it, and the front of it was smashed up good, like it was in an accident, and like a little black around the grill, like there had been a fire. And the narrator over it said, "Oh man, I really fucked up this time. I really messed up now. I think I'm probably going to get fired over this." And that was it. It was like 20 seconds long. Just a video of the van and that guy saying that he really fucked up. And it had 8.6 million views and 3-point-something million likes. And so it ain't about the views and the likes. We're not meant to overthink.
Hold on a second. It's definitely about the views and the likes. That's why you made this video.
That's what you just specifically cited them.
Yes. He literally goes, guys, I put a lot of thought into like what I should record, how I should record it, what I want to look like. Does it make sense? Am I interesting? Is the lighting right? And then he watches this video where just some guy dings up his work vehicle. He goes, "Oh, I fucked up." He goes, "Why is this getting so many fucking views and likes? What the hell?"
This is very reminiscent of early Woke Dad. Where if
Yes.
you go back and watch those very early Woke Dad videos, a lot of them, like a healthy percentage of them, are him going, "God, I don't know why there aren't more men in my algorithm." Or I posted something and it got this amount of views, and I'm surprised because of it was like analyzing with us why we're watching certain videos.
And even down to the like, what do you guys want to see? Do you want me to be silly more? Should I be more introspective? Like,
Do whatever the fuck you want. We'll watch it or we won't.
right. Figure it out, man. It's not for me to tell you.
Humans, if you want to say the thing, say the thing. Close the thing. It's like this guy back here. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to lay in the snow and roll around in it. Since you're spending time here in the Lions Memorial making stupid videos. Come here, Chester.
So he's got his dog in the background. That was the big reveal at the end where his dog is playing in the snow behind him.
Chester making a cameo.
Yes. Chester has been featured a lot in his videos lately.
I'm sure that's a lot of the comments too. That's good. That's a good move by Woke Chat.
Women,
Have the dog.
women love that. That's a
smart.
big deal. That is smart.
I wonder if he pulls from these videos. If he's just fucking just slinging his cock all over town.
If I had to make a prediction, I would say for sure. Because I've seen the comments in here. These women are randy.
Oh, wow.
They are ready to go. Yes.
Now I'm on board. Keep going, buddy.
Yeah, no, good for him, man.
Yeah.
He's fucking this guy. I guarantee it. All right. Drunk Engineer, supertip.gg/WATP. You can support us and participate in the show. He says, Carol, Mike, and Woke Chad should start a show. Call it Clubby, Blindy, and Nine Fingers McGee.
It's not that catchy a title.
It's not the most clever. It's not all that clever, honestly. But thank you for your thoughts on that. Now, let's check it out on the Opster.
Opie Radio. The Opie Radio Podcast.
We started out the show today with some banter talking about how sometimes Donald Trump is insensitive. True. Sometimes he can be a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Well, Opie is on the case. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Opie's
good.
going to tell us that Trump
I thought we were the first to notice it, but I'm glad.
Nope. Greg Opie Hughes is all over it.
Okay.
This is what Trump personally rewrote under Biden's presidential plaque. Worst president in American history. He literally wrote, that's what it says now, under Joe Biden. And this is what...
Did you get your news from Ron the Waiter?
I really hate that me and Ron bring the same fun facts to podcasts.
I think you're getting your news from Ron the Waiter. That's what I'm hearing right now.
God damn it.
Don't worry, Mike. It's been like 90 minutes have passed. Most people didn't watch the beginning who are watching now.
I could use a mattress if you guys want to.
I can only imagine what yours looks like.
That's what it says now under Joe Biden. And this is what Trump wrote for Obama. One of the most divisive political figures in American history.
Trump is a dick. Whether you love him or hate him, he's a dick.
You know, these guys aren't so bad. I think Ron brings up a lot of good.
I love that Opie uses TikTok to promote his podcast. And that's literally what he puts up there. Is like, you know, guys, Trump is a dick. Wow. Insightful. Good stuff.
It's weird. What's strange about Opie, and I guess it's the answer is he probably doesn't know any like current pop culture references, really.
No, he doesn't.
Like, it's interesting that Opie does everything to like get into the algorithm. Like, the only reason he's talking about Trump there or posting about Trump is because he knows it's a topic that will get clicks, hopefully.
Yes.
To put Dennis Leary's I'm an Asshole song is an interesting choice if that's your only goal. It's like being like relevant, you know?
You're saying just because it's like 40 years old?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Good point. That song was big on MTV in like 1991, I want to say.
Right. Yeah. When Dennis Leary was a big comedian.
Right. All right. More Trump talk coming from the Opsters TikTok.
You should feel insanely bad for Charlie Kirk's family, and you should feel insanely bad for Rob Reiner's family if you're a fucking human being. Yeah. It's not the Christian way. Trump makes believe he's this great Christian and he talks to God. And he's hoping he goes to heaven. Guess what, Trump? You're not going to heaven with tweets like that. Nah. It doesn't work.
By the way, I don't
way.
think Donald Trump believes that, but his followers do.
No,
Those evangelicals, they truly think.
He's just playing a part, Ron.
That was the whole thing.
So abrupt.
That was the whole thing.
It is. It's just vanilla. Like the idea to come to that conclusion of like, hey, that wasn't very nice, Donald. Yeah. Opie, you don't need to post that clip. Everyone's kind of on board with you there.
No, Opie's got this amazing take because Opie thinks, and I don't know why he thinks this. He thinks that every single person on earth that he's talking to is either all the way right or all the way left. So he's like, I get it. Charlie Kirk got killed. You were celebrating. But now that Rob Reiner was murdered, it's kind of sad, right? What if you had compassion for all people? Like, most fucking people already know this, Opie. What are you talking about?
Yes. Opie is in the extreme middle where he has no point.
He's extreme middle.
He has no point, but he's saying it with such gusto and passion.
That's funny. That is funny. He's a little too extremist for me.
Yeah.
Being in that middle. All right, let's get away from the Trump talk. That's enough. It's too spicy. Let's get into Ron blowing his nose is another way to promote the Opie podcast here.
Oh.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
The title of this is "Moo Over Mariah: The Real Voice of Christmas."
I don't get it. It doesn't fit that song.
Nope, doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't fit in any way.
Nope, it's not a funny gag. It's not interesting. The noise isn't particularly funny.
It's not Ron attempting to sing and sing poorly.
Nope.
Why'd you say "Move Over Mariah"?
It's just the first day of Christmas was truly good to me, and then him blowing his nose.
At least they're having fun. That's what's at the end of the day. That's what's important.
Jacques says this is the prep burger of TikTok. I wonder about that. Like, is this the AI version of prep burger?
That's a great way to put it. That's what Opie is like. It's prep burger.
You got to have holiday themed things. You got to have Trump themed things. He's like, I got it in spades. I'm putting all this in there. Yeah, but it should be good too. I can't do that. That's a bridge too far. But whatever.
Which, by the way, is fine if those are the if those are the topics you're interested in. If you just happen to be interested in the 6 most popular things every single day, like if you're actually passionate about that, seems unlikely.
Right.
But if you actually have a passion for those, talk about those. That's great. But Opie is just like, all right, I'll mindlessly talk about these things because they're good for numbers. Well, they're not, evidently, but
they're not. But I feel like Opie I think Opie thinks he's growing right now, which is great.
Oh,
I want him to think he's growing.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, one more for you. This is Ron the waiter holding in a sneeze. This is going to be funny.
This guy has a lot of bodily functions.
Well, this is going to be really funny because we're going to find out about what Opie thinks he's trying to accomplish.
Okay.
Which is big news, honestly, for me.
Jamie Brown.
Ron, how are we supposed to get on Sirius XM if you're fucking burping the whole belching? You're
Ronnie Belching Berman.
Half this live stream was this.
Now Opie's showing that he's trying to sneeze and he's not sneezing.
I live in a damp basement. Ronnie needs money. All right, check this out. Hey, remember that?
I was trying to hold it a sneeze the entire live stream, and he doesn't know why we're not bigger.
I'm mystified.
Opie thinks that the Opie and Ron show is going to get picked up by Sirius XM, but Ron is holding him back.
I'm stunned by this.
Is this insane?
What? On so many levels, because why would Opie want to go back to Sirius XM? He was bashing them while he was there.
It reminds me of Aaron Imholt from Steel Toe, who wants to get back on radio because it's the only thing he knows.
Right.
My life was good when I was on the radio. Opie's like, I had a paycheck and I could afford things when I had a job at Sirius XM, so I want to get back on Sirius XM.
And to Opie's credit, even, I think a lot of the time he would get fans on board to where we would be like, the fucking company is holding this show back. They
Yep,
don't
fuck
promote
these
those guys the way they should. But like he was talking about how antiquated everything is there. This is 10 years ago or more.
Yeah.
And he's like, maybe one day, Ronnie, our number will come up and we'll get back to Sirius XM.
And now he's auditioning every day. They were on again this morning. They were doing a show on Boxing Day. And Opie's like, it's so funny because he's out there with Tony P and Ron the Waiter. And I'll have a clip on WTP tomorrow. But he's going, can you believe there's all these podcasters taking this week off? They're taking weeks off for the holidays. Like, how easy is this to do? Why you can't just do this? It's like, yeah, but they actually put a lot of work into their shows, Opie. It's very different. He's such an idiot. He doesn't realize. All you got to do is turn your camera and just like make noises with your mouth. Like, no. It's actually a lot more to it than that.
That would hold true if Opie never took time off. How many times do we see Opie where he's like, sorry, I haven't been on in like a week and a half. I was sick.
Well, also back when he did have a real gig.
Yeah.
How much time did he take off when he could?
Every Friday for a summer.
Yes, right. All of August before his contract negotiations. Right. So the first comment underneath here Tony says, come on, Opie, be honest. Where did you hide the bodies? So I think people are paying attention to what Adam Bush's theories on
we would have heard.
WATP.
And Margera would have been grieving.
Wouldn't it be great? Oh, wow. Wouldn't it be great? Hear me out. I give a lot of credit to Patrick Melton over at Nobody Likes Onions because he was calling out April and Aaron and talking about.
I say that all the time, yeah.
April being on coke and this polycule and all this shit. I'm like, it's all wild speculation. You don't know any of this stuff.
I looked down my nose. I was like, oh, why does he do that?
I hated it too. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And then he was right about everything.
Yep.
What if it turns out that Opie did murder his wife and children? And Adam Bush has been saying it for months. And we're just like, holy shit, Adam Bush knows everything. What else is going on in the universe?
It'd be a great documentary.
It really would be amazing.
And Adam also has a great intensity to him where in the documentary people would be like, maybe this guy killed his family. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, we would have to look into him immediately. Like, why does he get the psyche of this man so well?
Yeah.
Let's check into some voicemails. We've been off a couple weeks. People have been sending in voicemails. You can find our phone number at whoarethese.com. Give us a call.
Hey, if you play any more Christine Knowlton, I'm going to end up on the fucking news.
Okay. People hate Christine Knowlton.
I suspected that might be the reaction.
What about Mubi, though? We bring Mubi clips in here from time to time. How do people feel about that?
Chicken fever salad.
Actually, isn't it?
Well, I think that was her calling in, actually. Amazing.
Hey, WATS, just getting to you a little bit late. Yeah, so that voicemail about the Mets was a week prior. Since then, we have lost Diaz. We have lost Alonso.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah, so I just want to know, Mike, give me a few names. What do you think we do? Because even if we add Scooble, we still can't score, and we only have one arm. I just don't see a path to the playoffs. I have fucking season tickets. I don't know what to do. I just want to know what a great baseball mind like yourself thinks. Thanks, Carl.
It's tough. It's tough when you're a Metropolitans fan. We'll be schmoozing with you here till the midnight hour on WFAN. And, I just don't know what kind of bats are left out there.
Here's a hot take. Don't pick up Scooble. I know he's the best pitcher in the league. I agree with that. He's overpriced, and you're going to be hanging on to this contract for years while he sucks.
That's classic. That's why they'll do it. That's classic Mets.
Yep, exactly.
To have a guy past his prime that they're paying way too much money.
Yep. That's why you should not pick that guy up.
Oh, this is for Who Are These Socials? With your friend here, Blind Mike. Hey, Mike,
Hello.
how you doing?
So, buddy.
So I'm a few episodes behind. I just want to catch up and see who you guys are at making a sports podcast because I am seriously interested.
We're doing it.
You guys having one just like that other voicemailer. I'm not really a sports guy, but I'd love to keep up in some way, and I would only listen to one if you and Mike had one. I would really be interested. Any other voicemailers are also interested. Please let Carl and Mike know. I really want to make this happen. That would be awesome. Love you guys.
That's
Pick
very
up on
funny
some sarcasm, I think.
It's a very
Dude,
funny
hang on.
demo to go after is guys like me and this guy that don't really pay attention to sports anymore, but are listening to a podcast about it.
Yeah, can you just tell me enough so that like when I go to work, I sound like I'm paying attention?
Yeah, cite a few a few news stories and I'll be good to go.
Wouldn't that be funny if you did a sports show for people who don't care about sports?
Yeah. I think we're on to something.
Yeah, do you feel like you should know more about sports? Like, yeah, I kind of do feel like I should know more about sports. Like, all right, well, listen to our show. We'll tell you
Just
a couple
enough.
things.
Just enough to get by in male conversation, you know?
Could you imagine you and I come on and like, do you watch the Monday night game last night? Like, no, but I read a headline.
I'll tell you about it.
I read a headline or two. I watched like the last play of the game on YouTube. So
Yeah, that's interesting.
that would be a funny like a parody podcast, sports podcast.
And the comments would be enraged because they're like, these guys don't even watch the fucking game. Why are they giving their take on Drake May?
Yeah. I'd literally be like watching a rom-com the night before. Like, did you watch Super Bowl? Like, oh, was that on last night? Oh, fuck. Now, Vince Vaughn's in this new movie. I thought was kind of fun.
Loved the halftime show. Loved it.
I tuned in for that. I can tell you that. All right. Speaking of things that you'll love, you should go to blindmike.net. That's where the links are to all the things that beloved Blind Mike does.
Thank you. Yes. For this podcast, the audio version of this podcast, those links are there. Why Are You Laughing? We just did an episode about Talking Funny, the HBO special with Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld, Ricky Gervais, and Louis. And we did our top 9 comedy specials of 2025. There are only 9 that I felt worthy of ranking this year. So it's a top 9 instead of our usual top 10. And then Sunday at 10 a.m. live on the Blind Mike Project, as we are every week. I know we're going to be talking about Segura on Rogan. Oof, not great. This guy is. I mean, not just out of touch, but like his response to the Riyadh thing. It's just another douchey comedian that thinks they're going to explain to us how they're changing the world and why we're overreacting. So I thought that was very interesting as well. We'll talk about that, and I have some Stuttering John stuff, and who knows what else on Sunday.
I got to tell you, I was checking out your show this past Sunday as I was leaving Vegas, and the Whitney Cummings stuff is fascinating to me.
She's losing her mind.
I love your take on the fact that Whitney Cummings is trying to be Tim Dillon.
Yes, clear.
Because
I think that's clear. Yeah,
the cadence, the way that she talks, the subject she brings up, she thinks she's going to appeal to these Rogan frat bro guys.
Yeah,
and it's not happening. And I watched a video that Drew Lane sent me yesterday on Christmas, where a guy, and you might have seen this, a guy broke down the bought views for Whitney Cummings.
Oh, you know what? Someone left a comment. I didn't know what they were referring to.
Let me send it to you.
Okay, yeah.
It's fascinating. It's worth the watch because this guy breaks it down. Whitney Cummings has 3x the views of Joe Rogan in the last couple months. All of her episodes.
Really?
And meanwhile, the comments are pedestrian. So you get 1.2 million views and 95 comments.
Oh, yeah. Send that to me. I'm curious.
It's crazy. She's obviously buying views, or someone's buying views for her, and it's pathetic. And I think we're watching the demise of Whitney Cummings. She doesn't have an audience. No one's looking for what she does.
She's spiraling. Yeah. That's the thing is I can't imagine if you're a fan of Two Broke Girls or Whitney or her stand-up or any of that. Based on what I listened to from that podcast, those girls aren't watching that or listening to that.
No.
There's no way.
Trying to find something new. And even her stand-up, I'm glad you brought that up, because in this video, it talks about how she won the rights back from Netflix or wherever her stand-up was. So she posted on YouTube as a free special, and that has over 1 million views. Whitney Cummings stand-up special from however many years ago.
That never happens. Even if big comics release their old stuff.
Yes.
And like 100,000 views or something. That never happens that it gets 1 million views, like an old special like that.
There's no way in hell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy what Whitney Cummings her team is up to.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll send it over to you when we get done with this. But also, whoarethese.com is where you want to go for all things Who Are These podcasts and Who Are These socials, Who Are These broadcasters. Of course, the creepoff.com Vote for Carl at the Creep Off. We do a live show every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back on with Vinnie Paulino this Monday coming up. And it is a true crime show where we compete. We can find the biggest creep in different categories. Vote for Carl. Patreon.com/thecreepoff. And patreon.com/who are these podcasts. We'll be doing a bonus show this Tuesday coming up. We do 2 bonus shows every single month. We've been doing the Living in the Past with Starring John series, where we go back and listen to John's podcasts from 2018, 2017, 2016. It's fascinating to see what John was up to long before the Devilverse existed. And people like to take John's side on things and go, geez, all these people are just bullying John and piling on. And then you go back and you learn that, nope, John's been lashing out and fighting with people for the entire time.
Yeah.
All he knows.
You reminded me of something there. I was also on with Vinnie Paulino. I was on that All Apologies podcast with Trucker Andy.
Nice.
And we talked about my favorite moment in TV history, Michael Richards' apology. So people can check that out too if they'd like.
That's awesome. Yeah, check out All Apologies podcast.
Yeah.
Trucker Andy and Joe Sixpack. Goldfold says Melton is sicker than Mike David currently. Is that true?
Oh, no.
I hope that's not true. Mike David hasn't been out in a long time.
I hope the boys are all right.
I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of solidarity over here on WATS. All right.
Have the day you deserve, guys.
Anyway, social media, I'll catch you later, man.
Who are these socials?
That's what this audience wants to hear. Like, whoa!
Who are these socials?
I'm the one who should apologize. Folks, what you were about to see is real.
With Carl.
Okay, we got it.
And Blind Mike.
Who could have thought of